Okay, so back at the land again this morning. Bit of an overcast day compared to yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was 28 degrees and full sun. Bit overcast, but there'll be no rain till late on tonight, so I'm happy when it's nice and cool. Okay, so I'm going to work on the slab and the surrounding area for the shed today. So I got the slab poured a few weeks ago, which you'll have seen in the videos. So what I'm going to do is prep all the sides. So on this side here, I'm going to end up putting in just a real simple sort of spoon drain with the fall going to the back end of the shed. Real simple spoon drain, and then that'll get a weed mat put on top of it, and then this will be backfilled with decorative stone. On this side, yesterday I started this process and I'll carry it on today. Just going to level this out, and the same thing, this will get a weed mat put on top and decorative stone down the edge. Just need to carry on, finish this off. In this area here where the pipes for off the roof will connect in, so those pipes there will run through to the water tank. So what I'm going to do in this area, I'm going to box all of this out so that I can actually fill up the soil around it, and then so I don't end up, because I'm going to need to get to those pipes a few times in the future, I would imagine. So if I box it out, and then I can backfill that with gravel, so I can easily excavate it if I need to in the future. And along here, this will pretty much be sort of left as it is. I'll scrape a lot of the concrete off, level it out a little bit more, but it'll be left pretty much like this. Bit of decorative stone on here just to tidy it up, but not a lot. And then in this area here, what I'm thinking of doing is continuing this retaining wall along, but I'll actually just use a log. So I'll come in with the excavator and just sort of create a flat spot for a long log to sit on there. So again, I can put a weed mat down here and backfill with decorative stone. So I should have a decorative stone path almost all the way around. And then just pull a log this way. It needs to come 200-300 mil, 200 mil. Yeah, keep going. Just to come to about here. Right. Reckon that's pretty level, pretty even now for a log. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that's pretty good, Nath. Alright, hammer that one in. So I'll put some weed mat down here, and then we'll backfill this with just a bit of decorative stone. So while I'm here at the land waiting for the crushed rock delivery, which will go in or in this area, or all around the slab. What I did last, oh, while I'm waiting, we had a torrential downpour, and as you can see, so this little swale that I cut in last week, that's working quite well, up until it gets to this point and everything disappears underground. Now obviously that's not good, because that's actually going underneath the slab, so it's far from ideal, but the whole lot is flowing under there. So I think I don't think it's going to be a big issue once the shed's in, because I actually have the edge of the concrete is the edge of the shed, and I have a 500mm overhang or eaves on the shed, so this area shouldn't see any water flowing into it or any water sort of falling on it. The only issue would be anything sort of running down the hill and feeding down here, so I'm going to have to do a good job of keeping water out of this area. I think once it all starts to solidify in that area and gets compacted in from driving over it, we should see the water flow in the direction I want it to. But yeah, certainly got to keep an eye on this and make sure I don't actually have water running down here and then into what is obviously a rocky area underneath, and that'll be either coming out to the far left or coming out somewhere underneath the slab. Once my first delivery of crushed rock had arrived, it was time to use the excavator to spread it around. So as you can see, we started on the back, filled that walkway in there, and then worked my way along one side. What I didn't end up doing was putting any weed mat down. I couldn't get hold of any, so I proceeded without it. And all I'll have to do there in the future is just make sure I use a bit of weed killer every now and again. Finished for the day. So that's 8 cubes of crushed rock there that's it's actually been put down. As you can see, it does need smoothing out still. There's a bit of a bump in the middle there, but this ground is so wet I need to wait for this to dry out and do it once it's dried out. Give you, here we go. Yeah, I'm just sinking in it. So it needs to be given some time to dry out. What we've got done today, we've got gravel put all the way down here and levelled. Crushed rock, not gravel. Got it put down here, smoothed out as well. Put down here. So what I'm thinking of doing here from this side, I'm thinking of doing here is getting one of the tree trunks from down at the turning circle and sitting it parallel with the retaining wall, on top of the retaining wall, bringing it to here, and backfilling that sort of quite high up so that it stops all of that crushed rock falling out. So I am back the next day. So I've washed off the slab, and as you can see here, I've built the extra layer up around all these pipes. What I also need to do is get myself quite a few extra rocks so I can build up another little wall to continue along there, and then start a bit of a backfill and a tidy up, but all that'll come in the future. Slab, brought the excavator in with this log. So we've got this log so roughly positioned. I've just been drilling some holes, and I'll pin that in place. And the idea being, we'll then backfill this with a class 4 and just hand tamp it and solidify it, and try and stop that class 4 in there, try and stop that falling away like it is at the moment. So we'll build the class 4 up pretty high, definitely up to the top of the log, and just kind of taper it up to here. Right, let's get those pins put in. Okay, that's that log pinned in place. One at that end, two at this end, and the far end there I'm going to go get a star picket and hammer that in just to the right of the log, as you see there, behind the retaining wall. But what I see here, oh geez, okay, some more work ahead of me.